Good morning. Welcome to our morning chat. Let's see, announcements. Your journal for today. I want you to draw something, if you can, that uses shapes. Now, I know all drawings use shapes, but I'm thinking more like when you draw a house, you use like the triangle and the square. So I'm thinking simple things. So your journal assignment, try and draw something that uses just simple shapes. See what you can come up with. Okay, so that's that. We're going to start our second chapter book today. It's called Midnight on the Moon by Mary Pope Osborne, and it's one of the Magic Treehouse books. It has 10 chapters in it, so we might have to do, on Friday, we'll do 2 chapters, and maybe a different day too. Okay, so one summer day in Frog Creek, Pennsylvania, a mysterious treehouse appeared in the woods. 8-year-old Jack and his 7-year-old sister Annie climbed into the treehouse. The treehouse was filled with books, and it was magic. It could go any place that was in a book. All Jack and Annie had to do was point to a picture and wish to go there. So here you can see them in their treehouse looking at books. They visited dinosaurs, knights, an Egyptian queen, pirates, ninjas, and the Amazon rainforest. Along the way, they discovered that the treehouse belonged to Morgan Le Fay. Morgan was a magical librarian from the time of King Arthur. She traveled through time and space, gathering books for her library. One day, Jack and Annie found a note that said Morgan was under a spell. Jack and Annie set out in the magic treehouse to find 4 special things that would free her. With the help of a mouse named Peanut, Jack and Annie found the first thing in old Japan, the second in the Amazon rainforest, and the third in the Ice Age. Now Jack and Annie and Peanut are ready to find the last thing in Midnight on the Moon. All right, chapter 1, By Moonlight. Jack, whispered a voice. Jack opened his eyes. He saw a figure in the moonlight. Wake up, get dressed. It was his sister Annie. Jack turned on his lamp. He rubbed his eyes. Annie was standing beside his bed. She wore jeans and a sweatshirt. Let's go to the treehouse, she said. What time is it? Asked Jack. He put on his glasses. Don't look at your clock, said Annie. Jack looked at his clock. Oh, man, he said. It's midnight. It's too dark. No, it isn't. The moon makes it bright enough to see, said Annie. Wait till morning, said Jack. No, now, said Annie. We have to find the 4th M thing. I have a feeling that the full moon will help us. That's nuts, said Jack. I want to sleep. You can sleep when we come back home, said Annie. No time will have passed. Jack sighed. Oh, brother, he said, but he got out of bed. Yay, whispered Annie. Meet you at the back door. And she tiptoed out of Jack's room. Jack yawned. He pulled on his jeans and sneakers and a sweatshirt. He put his notebook and pencil into his backpack. Then he crept down the stairs. Annie opened the back door. Quietly, they stepped outside. Wait, said Jack. We need a flashlight. No, we don't. I told you the moon will light our way, said Annie, and she took off. Jack sighed, then followed her. Annie was right, thought Jack. The moon was so bright that he could see his shadow. Everything seemed washed with silver. Soon they left their street, and Annie led the way into the Frog Creek woods. It was much darker under the shadows of the trees. Jack looked up, searching for the treehouse. There, said Annie. The magic treehouse was shining in the moonlight. Annie climbed the grabbed the rope ladder and started climbing up. Careful, go slowly, said Jack. He followed her up the ladder and into the treehouse. Moonlight streamed through the window. It shone on the letter M that shimmered on the wooden floor. It shone on the 3 M things that rested on the M. A moonstone from the time of the ninjas, a mango from the Amazon rainforest, and a mammoth bone from the Ice Age. We just need 1 more M thing, said Annie, to free Morgan from her spell. Squeak! Peanut, said Annie. In the dim light, Jack saw a tiny mouse. She sat on an open book. You didn't expect to see us this late, did you, said Annie. She picked up Peanut, and Jack picked up the open book. So where are we going this time, Annie asked him. Jack held up the book to the moonlight. Uh-oh. I knew we should have brought a flashlight. I can't read a thing. He could make out diagrams and shadowy pictures, but he couldn't read a word. Look at the cover, said Annie. The letters were bigger on the cover. Jack squinted at them. It's called Hello Moon, he said. Annie gasped. We're going to the moon? Of course not, said Jack. It's impossible to go to the moon without tons of equipment. Why? There's no air. We couldn't breathe. Not only that, we'd boil to death if it was day and freeze to death if it was night. Yikes, said Annie. So where do you think we're going? Maybe a place where people train to be astronauts? That sounds neat, said Annie. Yeah, said Jack. He always wanted to meet astronauts and space scientists. So say the word, said Annie. So say the wish. Jack opened the book again. He pointed to a picture of a dome-shaped structure. I wish we could go there, he said. Just Jack and Annie climbing up into the tree house. The wind started to blow. The treehouse started to spin fast. It spun faster and faster. Then everything was silent. Absolutely silent. As quiet and still as silence could be. The end of the chapter. All right, so yesterday was Monday. That means today is dun 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 Tuesday. All right, it looks like we're back to our sun shining today, our weather. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Because I'm running late today. I'm gonna do it on this piece of paper. Okay, our color, we're gonna do it on the back of this piece of paper. Our color for today and tomorrow, or yesterday and today, guys, I'm sorry, is the color brown. Brown, 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 brown. Did you guys find anything brown at your house? I have a basket I can see that's brown. And the stool that I have my phone sitting on to record this is brown. And remember we did brown, sign language for brown, you do the letter B and go down your face. Let's see here. And, oh, let's color this. Gotta color another black square. Black is getting taller. Wow, check it out. Let's see, black is now 8 squares tall. That is amazing. All right, and our one more circle, or not circle, oval. Oval. Remember the difference between the circle and the oval. So the circle is very, very round, and the oval looks like you grabbed your circle and stretched it out like it was Play-Doh. Oval. And we're done with that shape. Okay, so what I forgot, because our number, I can't do it with our number cards because I don't have 2 of the same number, is the number 11. 11, so we're at 8, 9, 10, 11. And to write the number 11, you use the number 1 twice. 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1 and 1 is 11. Yesterday, actually, was day number 11 on our calendar. You can see, oh, there they are, the 2 number 1s. So there's 10 and there's 11. Tomorrow I'll be able to use the number cards again. Okay, you guys, we are on our last letter. Can you believe that? Yesterday we did Y. Shapes are falling. Today we're doing Z. And Z makes that Z sound. Ooh, kind of tickles your lips or your teeth a little bit for zebra and zipper and, ooh, I almost said xylophone, but nope, that starts with an X. The English language gets confusing. All right, to do the letter Z for sign language, you just draw a Z in the air. So I feel like I'm adding an extra one. I should have showed you how to write it before I put it away. But the Z you slide across, and then you go down the slide, and then slide back over again. So Z, Z, Z. Okay, so let's see. Wow, I can't believe we finished all the letters. So now we'll just do review, and maybe we'll start doing a couple words. What? Back to sign language. So we talked about happy yesterday and sad. All right. Angry. You're gonna kind of like make a fist in front of your face, but you're gonna, like you're pulling something sticky off your nose. Angry. All right, we'll stop there for today. Okay, let's do our Bible story. So now we are, again, I feel like I forgot something. This is what happens when I get started late, guys. Okay, so now we're going to be learning about Jacob's son, whose name is Joseph. And so Jacob had 12 sons. Can you imagine having that many brothers and sisters? Actually, no, that's not even including the sisters. That's just the boys. 12 boys running around your house? Whew. Okay, so Joseph was one of Jacob's 12 sons, and Jacob loved him more than any of his other sons. So there's Jacob and Joseph. Jacob made Joseph a colorful robe. His brothers were jealous. They wanted nice robes too, and they wanted to be loved as much as Joseph was loved. A beautiful robe. Joseph had a dream. He told his family, "We were bundling grain from the field. Your bundles of grain bow down to mine." Then Joseph had another dream. He said, "This time the sun and moon and 11 stars were bowing down to me." His father asked, "Does this mean our family will bow down to you someday?" Look at their faces. They are angry. The brothers were even more angry, and they put Joseph down in a deep well. I know we've done this Bible story at school. And they were going to leave him there, but then some traders came along and they thought, we could make some money. So they sold Joseph to them, and the traders took him to Egypt. They were not nice to their brother, were they? Then they took Joseph's beautiful coat and ripped it up, and they lied to their father and said Joseph had been killed by a wild animal. But God was still with Joseph. So the brothers said he had died. But he hadn't. He was in Egypt, and God was there looking out for him. All right, that's all. I promise I'll be better prepared tomorrow. Today was just a crazy day. And it just started, so yay. Journal assignment, draw something with shapes. Math, we're going to be making groups of 5. If I have enough things, maybe we'll do groups of 10. So we're going to be working on counting up to 5 multiple times, and maybe counting up to 10 multiple times. So lots of good practice counting today. And I think that's it. This video was long today. I am very sorry. Yeah. Oh, I almost forgot our prayer. All right, let's end with our prayer, and then I'll stop talking. All right. Dear Jesus, thank you for today. Be with us as we work and play. Bless family, friends, and teachers too. Bless us, bless all of us, and all we do. Amen. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day.